Are you someone who is looking for a job, but even after doing lot of research on internet and watching lot of videos on YouTube is left with frustration, confusion and overwhelmed? If the answer to the question is yes, then you are at the right place, my dear friend. Hi, my name is Umesh. I am the founder of Indian Institute of Placement. In the last few years, we were able to place more number of students compared to the top institutes of our country, and for the same we have been awarded several a time. In this video, I am going to give you some steps and you need to follow the steps exactly in the same way in which I am going to tell you. Believe me, the steps that I am going to share you in this video is not shared by any influencer. It is shared by someone who have a experience in the industry of more than 10 years and have worked with thousands of students, and thousands of students have implemented these strategies and they have got the results. So you can definitely bet on these strategies. So if you are looking for a job, the number one step is you need to decide your domain. This is the first step you need to follow, and the early you can decide your domain, the more beneficial it is going to be. What do I mean by deciding a domain? Let's say for example you are an engineering student. It is not compulsory that you should always join an IT company. It is not compulsory that you should always join a core company. So on what basis you should decide your domain? Depending upon your strength and your weaknesses. Let's say for example you are a very good technical person, so you can definitely prefer for the product based companies. But you are not good at technicals, you are an average person with your technical skills, but you are great with your interpersonal skills, communication skills and transferable skills, then you should aim for service based companies. Now let's say for example you have decided your domain. Let's say for example you are a computer science and IT student. You decided that you want to go for a IT based sector. Then you need to decide what are the top companies that are hiring in India. Let's say for example you are an MBA in finance. Then you need to do a research what are the top companies that are hiring in your domain. The next step that you need to do is skill gap analysis. What do I mean by skill gap analysis? Once you have decided your domain and in that particular domain you have figured out top 10 to 15 companies, you have to visit on that company's website. You have to look at the roles that are available in that company, and also you have to look at the skills that the companies are expecting from a candidate for that particular role. You have to sit with a pen and paper and you have to note down all the roles that are available and what are the skills that are available for that particular role. Let's say for example in 10 companies you have went through 25 job roles, and from that 25 job roles, let's say for example you have noted down 20 skills. Now look at what are the most common skills that are required in all the 10 companies. Then your focus should be you should immediately start preparing for those particular skills which are common in every companies. Now when you have done the skill gap analysis, after doing the skill gap analysis you will find the skills are divided into two categories. One will be hard skills and one will be soft skills, irrespective of what type of company you want to join. Let's say for example you are an engineer, you want to join an IT company, then of course they'll be needing some technical skills from you. Maybe a skill of Java, maybe a skill of Python, maybe a skill of artificial intelligence, maybe a skill of machine learning, maybe a skill of IoT. Let's say for example you are a finance guy, so they might be looking some technical skills from you like Excel skills, Power BI skills, financial analysis skills. Now another part of the skills that every company look is for a soft skills. Now the best part about the soft skill is if you want to apply for a job, soft skills are given more preference as compared to hard skills always, and you can do this analysis by using a technique called JDR technique, job description reading technique. By the way, if you are a part of my community and if you know what is JDR technique, then please comment in the video what is the percentage of hard skills that are needed to join a particular company and what is the percentage of soft skills that are needed to join a particular company. Now soft skills can be communication skills, leadership skills, team working skills, negotiation skills, all the transferable skills. Now you might be thinking, but sir, there are a lot of people who learn about hard skills and who learn about soft skills. I'm absolutely with you, but still why they are not able to get a job? See, understand, when you are learning about hard skills, the number one focus should be whatever skill or whatever courses you are doing, you have to make sure that skill is a trending skills. And when you are learning about that skills, you have to make sure that you learn about more and more industry oriented projects in that particular skill. Otherwise, I have seen a lot of students committing this mistake. They are influenced by many Instagram influencers. Now the basic job of Instagram influencer is to get lot of views with which they can get virality, with which they can get number of followers. Now to achieve this target, with due respect to them, whether they are 12th pass, 13th pass, or most of them are not even graduates, and without even knowing the course that they are promoting on their Instagram channel, does that course is relevant as per the company's need? Does that course contain any industry oriented projects? They are not aware about it. They are just promoting it blindly. So whenever you are enrolling for any courses or whenever you are doing any courses, see to it how many industry oriented projects or what industry oriented projects that course offers. Because if you are doing a course with basic projects or without any industry oriented projects, then that course or that skills is not going to have any value in the market for sure. Now let's talk about about the soft skills. For these skills, do you have to do any courses? The number one option is yes. It is not the most preferable option. Why? Because when you apply for an interview, your resume gets shortlisted because of a ATS software. Now this ATS software does not want direct keyword. What do I mean by direct keyword? Means you have written that you have a certificate of communication, you have a certificate of networking. These keywords are not accepted by the ATS software. So what's the solution? Now the students who are a part of our community, we have different communities like high income skills community, another community is AIpreneur community. In these communities, we ask the students to start working with local business owners where they can offer them some basic services like website designing, video editing. Now the goal over here is not to make them a video editor or a graphic designer. The goal over here is to make them go out in the market, talk with people, communicate with people, face rejections, handle objections, handle the workload pressures, learn these transferable skills like marketing, sales, persuasion, and so on. Because if a person is doing this activity, in this process automatically a person is able to communicate better and he's able to have a command on his or her soft skills. The third point is resume designing. Yes, whenever you are designing a resume, you have to make sure that in your resume a lot of recommendations are there, a lot of industry oriented projects are there, a lot of certifications are mentioned, and of course your headline of the resume should be a catchy and a powerful headline. In the resume section, the another thing that is the most powerful thing is your LinkedIn profile. Now the problem with most of the people is whenever they look at the job opening, they immediately hit on that job opening on LinkedIn and they send a message to the recruiter on LinkedIn. Tell me honestly in the chat bot, how many times it happened with you that you looked at the job opening, you applied for that job opening, but you have never got any revert from the recruiter through LinkedIn? Happened with you? And it happens with a lot of people. The reason it happens with a lot of people because there is no differentiator in their LinkedIn profile. So applying for a job, especially through LinkedIn, it's like farming. So first of all, you have to make your profile in such a way that if someone visits your profile, it should immediately grab their attention. And that is the reason the students who are a part of our community, whenever we conduct any mastermind sessions for them or whatever achievements they have got or whatever projects they have made, immediately we ask them to showcase it on their LinkedIn profile, because it's a long-term game and it's a consistency game and it's not everyone's cup of tea and not many people are able to do. And believe me, the people who are able to do cracking the job and getting a reward from the recruiters on LinkedIn, it's like a cup of tea for them. Because imagine a person is visiting to your LinkedIn profile, and when a person visits on your LinkedIn profile, every week you are putting something new, every week you are putting something that is trending and demanding in the market. So automatically the recruiters get impressed by you. So instead of adding free certificates of the trainings that you have attended, you better add about your projects, you better talk about the skills that you have learned in that particular week or in the month, so that should align with the goal of that recruiter. Now the another step that you need to understand is law of probability for getting a job. This is step number 4. What do I mean by that? This law simply says for everything there is a percentage of conversion. What do I mean by that? Let's say for example, if you apply in 100 company, then the possibility to get an interview call after applying in hundreds of company is only 3 to 4%. But the reality is the people who are jobless, they don't know about this strategy. So if you want to get reward from the recruiters, so you have to understand this law of probability and you have to apply in as number of companies as possible. By the way, I do understand applying in hundreds of companies, it's a very tedious task. But let me tell you, there are many AI tools available in the market. Within 15 to 20 minutes, they can apply in hundreds of company on your behalf. If you're not aware about such AI tools, then you can visit to my Instagram channel @UmeshCNY and you will find such AI tools on my Instagram. And the fifth step is you need to be updated with the trend. You need to have someone in your life in the form of a friend, in the form of your senior, in the form of a teacher, or in the form of a mentor, where on a week to week basis or month to month basis, that person can help you to make you aware that what are the changes in the trends that are happening in the job market. See, we are living in 2024 in the era of AI, and the speed at which AI is disrupting the market, skills, technologies, it is the faster diffusion of anything we have ever seen in the past. So it is not something like that a particular skill you are learning and that particular skill is going to be relevant for 3 to 4 years. This is not going to happen, especially related to hard skill in today's world, right? A particular task what was supposed to be done manually, now that particular task can automatically done by AI. So whatever technology you have learned by spending 6 or 8 months, not necessarily the the same skills are needed to execute that task in the world of AI. And that is the reason it is so important for you to surround yourself with such kind of people who can help you to update yourself on a day-to-day daily basis, so that you understand what is the latest things that's working in the job market and what is the thing that is obsolete from the job market. And believe me, you don't have to make the job search process very complicated. You just have to follow these 5 steps, and by following these 5 steps you can easily land your dream job. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have not made notes from this video, I'll request you watch this video again, make notes from this video, and please start following and executing each step at a time. And I'll see you in the next video. Till that time, please take care of yourself.